what's up? Welcome to our podcast, episode 2. It's titled Truth and What. I'm your host, Victor. I'm here with my boy Wag, the Maya, my boy Joey, the White Cuban. Say what's up, guys.
What's going on?
What's going on, guys?
All right, we actually have a good lineup today for our episode. We are talking about more booze. You can see my camera there. There you go. Some true statements about friends, bitching about Gen Z, Joey crappy picks, and Wag food for the day. Go right ahead, Wagner. Making love to the bottle already.
So today we're going to be sampling the Diplomatico Exclusive Reserva. This is a Venezuelan rum, really awesome. It's got a lot of good flavor in there. If you give me a second, I'll tell you exactly what we're working with. You got hints of cocoa, cinnamon, clove, dried ginger, a little bit of baked banana, toffee, vanilla oak, and orange zest. So this is definitely a sipping rum. Again, this is not a paid sponsorship. This is not an ad. This is just three bros hanging out, bringing the bar experience to you guys in a fun and sexy way. And, you guys can sample it yourselves. Leave your comments down below.
And like and subscribe.
But if they want to pay for our sponsorship, that'd be highly recommend. Yes, please hook me up. We kind of poor. We need some money.
There's a learning curve here. We're working on a low budget. We don't have a studio.
Low budget film.
There's a low budget.
We don't have a studio.
Everything low end. We don't have a studio. No production. There's no editors. You're looking at the editor right there.
Right here. The editor. The Jefe is the editor. There you go. Thank you very much.
All right. So how are we doing this? I need to imbibe because I've had a long ass day.
Wagner, have you tried any yet, or you haven't even opened it yet?
No, I've had this in the past. I haven't had it in a really long time, so I'm actually looking forward to going to town on this.
Nice.
I think it's been. I haven't had this in about 2 years, and I was at the liquor store, shopping around, and I saw that they had. I think they have like 4 different selections of their distillery. They have a clear. They have this one, and then there's 2 other ones that I really didn't get to see what those notes were, but it looks like a really good thing for us to kind of sample and enjoy as a group.
Cool, sounds good.
Cool. And I think the last time Joy and I had
the cigar lounge, we got a little taste of it. One of the members gave us a little shot each, and we took a sip of it. We're like, wow, this is very smooth.
They try to sell you the bottle too.
But it was different from what we're trying tonight. It was a little bit different.
Yeah.
Is it a little bit different?
And I didn't find it in the liquor store.
Okay. All right. Cool. So let's get drinking. But as me and Wagner start drinking, Joy, can you explain to the our listeners why you won't be able to drink today with us?
San Pellegrino today, but I'm out on the boozing. Been sick all week.
Salud.
It's got awesome color, man.
Dude, that's a very hefty pour there.
I'm heavy-handed. It's been a long week. It's only Tuesday, but it's Tuesday, but it's been a long week.
It's only Tuesday. It feels like it's Friday.
Oh, it smells awesome.
Oh, it's very smooth,
Victor. So I wonder,
very smooth.
Can you compare from what we tried? If you still remember, like, is that a little more harsh, or is it the same smoothness as what we tried at the cigar lounge?
I think the one we tried is the one up.
Yeah.
And was much smoother, very silky. This has that. This will remind you it's a rum, but it's not like a traditional like Puerto Rican rum or Dominican rum that has that heavy chest feeling.
Right. Get that
Do you know what I'm talking about?
That chocolate comes through at the end.
Yeah,
chocolate comes through.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it says here it's orange peel, toffee, and licorice. It's interesting.
Did I miss the licorice on that? Must have missed that.
Yeah. I think it's a smoothness.
Oh, definitely.
You get out of that.
Yeah, it doesn't have that like burn
like
that
a
like
Captain
the
Morgan or one of
Like a Bacardi or
oof.
a Kraken for something that has that harsh like aftertaste in your mouth where like your whole mouth is numb.
But this is as
No,
Yeah,
going
it
back.
does
This
not.
is more of a sipping rum than a mixed
yeah, it's
rum.
definitely
So
a sipping rum. Yeah, I would never destroy this by
Yeah,
putting
I
it on
mean,
ginger. That's for Victor to do.
yeah, no. Certain certain things, certain things I will put in ginger ale, for the sake because I like ginger ale and I like to drink, but I also like to drink in moderate. So I add some ginger ale for the flavor and not too much booze because, as people know, I do have a condition, acid reflux, a very severe one, to be honest. I'm not supposed to have cigars or drink anything with any form of acid. So that includes soda, juices, booze, no cigar, no tomato sauce. And I looked at my doctor and said, "What you want me to do? Sit home and talk to my wife and then shoot myself in the face? Or I gotta have a cigar and have a good drink?"
Victor has a condition that I Victor has a condition that I exploit for my own humor.
I do too.
Yes, you do.
I,
Yes, you do. And you know what's messed up because you guys can eat red meat and pork, and I cook the shit out of red meat and pork,
oh, where you?
and 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 I love doing it, but I can't eat
Did you see the steaks
it.
that I made
So,
yesterday?
oh
I
yeah,
sent you the
I just
picture.
gave you a video.
Oh, those are awesome.
What kind of steaks did you make,
Yep, yep.
Wagner?
And which
I was in my deep freezer. I have a ton of like meat in my deep freezer. Anytime there's something on sale, I stock up on it and I vacuum seal it and I put it in my deep freezer for a later time. So like during the holidays, I always get like a big ass prime rib and I just cut it down into rib eyes and I just put it in the deep freezer. I actually was in there yesterday and I noticed I had some picanha steaks. So for
nice.
those of you that don't know, the picanha is a top sirloin cap. It's got a fat layer of just thick, flavorful fat all across the top of it. Really good on the grill. That gets charred up. Oh my God, forget it. It's awesome. But with a steak like
Yeah,
that, you just go really light, nothing crazy, a little onion and some salt, and that's it.
I
Threw it
mean
over
it's a
charcoal.
top it's a top layer, but it's not as marble
No,
as other
no, it's
cuts.
a nice lean cut, but all the fat is right across the top. Awesome.
And if I can remember, you sous vide it, right?
Yeah, so
Am I
well
pronouncing it right?
that's I did a 1 hour sous vide on that for at 126 degrees, and then I finished it on the
Oh,
grill.
well, no.
But what we're
Okay.
gonna be showing the viewers is a different cut.
It's a different cutter. Yeah, that's later on in the show. So again, we have a lot of things lined up for today's conversation, today's show. Our first show was a run through.
A little rough.
It was a shit show, but it was good.
Yeah, we had fun.
I mean, so far we have fun. I think we have over 45 viewers or more. So
Nice.
please share our video. You can find us in YouTube, YouTube Music, Spotify, Amazon, Listen Notes, and also TikTok, Twitter, that's X, and Instagram, and also our Popcastle profile. Just share the information. All that information will be on the YouTube page as this post.
We're whoring
Um,
ourselves out here, people.
yes, yes,
Taking it on the
we need
corner.
to make
That's
money
all.
We're
because
whoring ourselves out here for clicks. We can't get on OnlyFans for views and likes. All right.
yes, you can.
We don't.
There
I ain't gonna make no
there's some
money.
sick
Yeah,
broads to
there's.
see your
Yeah,
feet.
that's all. There's feet sells nowadays on OnlyFans.
Feet. Oh
There's a
my
lot of
gosh.
horny,
Uh,
horny men with feet
and this
fetishes.
conversation, first of all, this whole lineup that has set up went a different angle and a different path in our journey of episode 2, but it's okay. But
Entertainment
we do have some
purposes.
good stuff lined up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the first thing I'm gonna share with you guys is the truth statement of the day. So let me just get to that. Open that up real quick. Share it in our video here as it does that. We'll try to do it. Alrighty, come on, make daddy happy. Okay, so she has not started yet. You guys don't hear me yet, but all right. Again, low budget, but we gotta do what we gotta do. All right,
There's
let's
no
make sure
B-roll
there's
here.
no no B roll
There's no
here.
B-roll here
I'm gonna.
on this podcast.
There you go. There you go.
It's one continuous
All
tape,
right.
people.
All right. Listen.
I'm not hearing anything.
Guys, do you guys hear that or no?
No, I didn't hear
Nope.
anything.
No? Wow, that sucks. So we gotta do this shit over again.
Guys, you can see this clip on our
Ah,
TikTok.
yeah. See this clip on TikTok. Don't know why it's not showing here, but that is bad. It's okay. It's part of
Low
our
budget podcast. That's all.
working thing. Low budget podcast. So on that video, what she's saying, I won't translate in English. She's saying like good friends are like condoms. When things get hard, they stick around. But but it's true. But what you guys think about that statement?
It works.
Yeah, it's a,
That's pretty much it. It
It
works.
it's a
works.
true statement.
There's
It
nothing
works.
else you want to add to that,
It
but
works.
works.
You know, I ain't gonna touch that one. We're two
You're not
episodes.
gonna touch that one.
We're 2 episodes in. We're gonna get
No,
canceled
no.
already.
I mean, no, we're not getting canceled already. But I'm saying, but it's true. Like
I mean,
it things get
I
you
know.
know.
I know that if shit hit the fan, I can call you guys at 3 a.m, and that phone's getting picked up.
Yeah, there you go. Hard
So
times, we're always there
There
for
you
one
go.
you
another.
know, you guys, you need friends like that. You don't need a million friends. You just need like 2 or 3 good ones.
What did Joey? Is it Joey Diaz, the comedian? He said, "I just need 3 motherfuckers
3 motherfuckers, and
to
you
take
take
over the
over a whole
world."
country.
Yeah.
You need
There
3
you go,
bad
and it's
motherfuckers.
true. To take over the country. That's it. And it is true. Like why this video or the statement, comes in mind, you know, I we hear a lot of Gen Z and the is Gen Z, what's the other Alpha? I think is the kids now, right? But the much younger millennials and Gen Z talk about lack of friends and not having friends sticking by their side. What makes our generation different from theirs that we could have 5 friends, and within that 5 friends, 3 guys I know at 3 o'clock in the morning, they would either book a flight or drive to my house, and then we get shit done.
Absolutely.
True.
I think the difference is that like things are different from. I mean, so we're about the same age. Joe, I know Joe, you're a little younger,
Yeah, I'm a
but
millennial.
the times were very different when you and I grew up, Vic, because we didn't have. Well, we may have had video games, but it wasn't one of those things where you just shut yourself indoors and played video games all day long, right? Like you actually went out, you went to the park, and it was one of those things where summer vacation, you were probably never in the house. It was 11 in the morning, you out of the house, you're in the park, you're out with your buddies, either playing some baseball or handball, whatever your thing was. And you probably didn't get back home until like the lights were the street lights were on. I mean, I grew up in one of those eras. Yeah. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I was at the park playing handball, and I was at the park all day long. You don't see that anymore. Like I have a park up the street from my house, and that fucking park is always empty. Always empty. There's never anybody playing there.
Yeah.
Sad.
The funny thing is,
Yeah.
growing up in my parents' neighborhood, we never had parks up until I was in high school going to college. Then they built parks around my parents'
Mm-hmm.
house. And we're like, it's a little too
In
late for
Rockland
that.
County?
Yeah. And we're like, it's a little too late for building parks now that everyone has a super phone
Everybody.
in their hand and
Yeah.
no one goes outside anymore.
Nobody.
They'll go outside to
I
catch Pokemon. That's it.
you know what? I was at a family gathering. I think it was probably like a wedding or a sweet 16 or something like that. And the cousins that I grew up with that are in and around my age, we were like cracking jokes at the table. Our younger, the next generation, my little cousins that are 15, 16 at the time, it was,
Yep.
they're huddled in a circle and they're all just their heads down in the phone, just, or it's, look at that, look.
How many likes you got on your
How
recent
many likes you
post?
got? Check out this meme. Check this out. Oh, send that to me. Like, we didn't have that. We didn't have that
Yeah,
distraction.
no, I remember when we first moved to Jersey. There's a kid next door. It's probably like a year or 2 years younger than my son, and you know they connect a little bit, but obviously Jacob being much older, so they didn't have a lot in common. But they would play video games, either the Switch or what's that, PS4, PS5,
Yep.
whatever it is, and then text each other. I'm like, dude, why don't you
In
just
the
go
same
to his
room.
house?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Get
I'm
in the
like,
same fucking
what? I
room.
mean, I'm in the same room. I mean, he's next door. It's
Hmm.
like, why don't you just go next door, get your controller, play this two-player game together? No, 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 it doesn't work that way. I'm like, okay, this freaking weird. Because growing up, like you said, not everyone had all the means. So
Nobody.
my
Yeah.
friend had all the video games. I used to go to
Yep.
his house. I was there early in the morning at breakfast. I was there, at dinner time, late night playing video games. I was like their fourth kid, but not being their kid. But that was the thing.
Hmm.
That's how we did community. That's how
Hmm.
we grew up. It just, I don't know. I just don't see that, and it's sad because I think the kids nowadays are missing an experience what truly friendship
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. It's a different type of connection that kids have today that we had when we were growing up.
Vic, going back to your
Yeah,
video game, I something popped up. Now all of a sudden the most popular thing to do is watch videos of people playing video games. Growing up,
Playing video
that
games.
was never the thing. We took turns playing video games. So we play Call of Duty. Hey, I'll play until I die. You give me the controller. Now it's the other
And
way
you,
around. I
and,
want to
and
watch.
and you almost came to blows with
Yeah,
like your brother or
it's
something over that
fascinating.
fucking controller to play for next.
yeah,
But
You don't
now
see that shit
everyone,
dude.
you
anymore.
see millions of views.
You can
People
go right
watching
now on YouTube
Fortnite
and
and
pull up anybody's channel, like some social media person, and it's
Yeah,
Ninja
yeah,
or
it's
whatever his name
replays
is.
or footage of just their gaming. And
Yep.
I never understood that. I still don't understand that.
I don't get it.
yeah. I mean, I understand they watch it, say, "Oh, I could watch it," and pretty much figure out all the secret rooms. But I remember when I was a kid, what was that magazine? It was Game Changer or Game Pro or something like that. Like each month they would
There was
have a
a
section in the back, but it was only a special edition magazine if you got it in the mail
and you
that
had
had
cheat
the freaking
codes.
cheat
Yeah.
codes.
Yeah, cheat
Yep.
codes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember
Yep.
those?
I remember,
Ugh.
and this is how far back I'm gonna go. I remember, which one was it? It was Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 2 for, I think it was Super Nintendo, right?
Okay.
And that game,
Wow.
there was an instruction guide. There was a book for just that game. It was maybe about this thick that gave you cheat codes and every type of like finisher on every single character in the game. And if you wanted to play with whoever it was, like those were your cheat codes, and you could just enter a code, and then at the press of just one button, it would hit like the fatality or the animality or whatever it was. Where instead of like having to like remember, oh, what the code was, up, down, left, whatever it might have been, and back, which was a nightmare because you could never fucking get it on your own.
That's true.
No,
It was always
no.
impossible. But
You always had to wait for that
yep,
Yep.
magazine
every
or
month,
Magazine.
something to come.
every
I
month.
mean, but you know what's crazy, dude? There's kids who are 10 years younger than we are. I mean, sorry,
10 years. Now you're speaking my age.
30 years younger than I am. Like, holy shit. Who are like 14 years old. Like, 14. I'm gonna be 43. Almost making millions of playing
Video
video
games.
games.
Yeah.
Dude, and then they got groupies.
Yep.
Everybody follow these
Yep.
kids,
And they're
both
making
male and
money. And they're
females,
making
making
money.
crazy
They're
money.
making money.
Crazy money. I'm
They're on
like,
ESPN sometimes in the
really?
summertime. They have these
Are
e-gaming
they?
events, and you could watch
I
Yeah,
Madden
have seen
tournaments
e-gaming
it's
events.
on
extreme
Yeah, I have
on
seen
sports.
some of those.
ESPN.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm like, wow.
Could you now? Could you
I'm in the wrong
imagine
business.
having that when we were coming up, and just having
Dude,
people watch you play Pac-Man like with a hard ass joystick and one button? Like,
No, I mean seriously, what I remember is going to the arcades, looking at people play. I'm like, all right, I want my turn. Like,
yep.
die, motherfucker,
yeah.
so I could go and play with my quarters, my roll quarters, and I finished because I lost. And I go to my mom, Mom, you're gonna get $10 because I lost how much. And she's like, what? I made out of money.
You
No,
remember?
okay,
Remember
go home.
every arcade at that time was 25 cents. It was the universal
Yep,
charge to play any video game you wanted. Now
25 cents, and for the ultimate one was like fifty
maybe 50
Now
cents.
they have
cents.
the dollar
You go to Dave and
inserts.
Buster's
Yeah,
now,
There's no
it's like
coin inserts.
$2 to play any game. It's like
dude.
$2,
No,
$3.
no,
And they'll have
no.
also the
Dave
credit
and
card
Buster's.
thing.
Yeah.
You guys swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Dave and Buster's is the gateway of casino for kids, okay, for
That's where it
gamblers.
starts.
That's where it starts. Like
And
my
I
son and
believe
I,
it
we
too.
have like,
that coin that coin changer is the slot machine.
dude, but there's no coin changer no more. So it's a card. So like my son and I have like over like 15,000 points. It's like, all right, so our goal is not to cash that in and rack up as many points as we can. But each bloody game, like the video game is like $3-4 to play,
Mhm.
right? And then they have the ones with the coupons as you rack up your points. Those are very addictive. And like last time, a few months back, my wife and my kid and everybody went to it, and my wife's like, "Oh no, one more time, one more time." I'm like, "You're a junkie.
That's
This
where
is a
it
video
starts.
game. I could
It
buy the
starts.
items for less the money that I purchased for the card."
Like, look, I can buy you an eraser for 50 cents. I'm not going to pay 1,800 points for an eraser.
Walking in that store was great though. Seeing all what you could get. Oh, I got all these coupons.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't wait to
yeah,
save
yeah. It
up.
was oh well, hold up, hold
For a
up.
lollipop.
Wagner would appreciate this because he's from Queens, and I'm a Bronx boy, so mine was Playland. But in Queens, I actually lived a good portion of my life in Queens. Remember Zootopia? Or
Yes.
sorry, Funtopia.
Funtopia.
Funtopia. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Right there in
Right on
Metropolitan.
Metropolitan.
It was like the cheesiest. What's the one with the mouse? Chuck E. Cheese, not Chuck. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese
Chuck E.
with the mouse with the
Yeah, yeah,
arcade.
Chuck
Yeah,
E.
Chuck
Cheese.
E. Cheese. Yep.
Yeah,
Famous
Mm-hmm.
so
pizza.
yeah, so it was like the low is so it
It
was
was
like the
cheaper
low
than
budget Chuck E.
it was
Cheese.
cheaper than Chuck E. Cheese. It was even more ghetto than Chuck
Yeah,
E.
yeah,
Cheese.
yeah. It smelled like feet all the time.
Did you have a
It
birthday
smelled
party there
like
too?
just cheese. It was just gross.
No
Yeah,
birthday
got a
parties?
birthday
Oh,
party.
nice.
No birthday parties. I had birthday parties at McDonald's
Yep.
Yeah, so did I.
back in the day.
So did I.
McDonald's
With
had
the
birthday
So
parties, and it
that's
was
another
actually
thing
that
I
cake
don't
was really
see
good.
anymore. I don't see any of
You
those
don't.
McDonald's. They
The
all,
play places at McDonald's, you
they
don't
yeah.
see
still
that
had
No
the
shit
way.
anymore.
cakes. Yeah,
Those
yeah,
were
yeah.
like the biggest lawsuit cases. Were
Wait,
kids
but
that were like
hold
get
on,
hurt
hold on.
in a McDonald's.
I'm not that old. Again, I'm 42 be 43. But do you remember that Wendy's was like a diner that they actually went to the table and give you the food like
No,
the
I don't
waiter?
remember that.
no, I don't remember
Yes.
that. I don't remember that
Yep.
at all. That had to have been, no,
Yep.
that was before my time.
Yeah, that's before.
You're
My
younger than.
time. Or I wasn't fortunate
Yep.
enough to go to one of those. I do remember
Those sound a little bit more bougier
I
than
was,
McDonald's
I
and
was
Burger
broke.
King.
I do remember at one point though, if I'm not mistaken, I think Wendy's used to sell hot dogs.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know
You know
either.
what? Let's do some
I
research
think
on that.
they,
Just
or
doesn't.
I have a
All I
feeling,
know is
yeah,
about
because
those
I have a very
shakes.
old memory of myself going to a Wendy's with like one of my parents and having a hot dog.
That's pretty funny.
And I had to have been like
Oh,
4 or
I am
5.
searching this.
Yeah, no, Wendy's
Wendy's
future.
hot dogs were
You
served at
see?
Wendy's
Wow.
restaurants in the U.S. from 1985
Yep.
and into
So
1989.
yes, I was born in '82,
Wow.
Wow.
so I was about 7 years old.
You're one of the lucky few.
One of the
Damn.
few. I remember that.
Yeah. Dear Wendy's. That's what we call it.
And I could tell you
Like,
exactly
mommy,
where
what we
that
eating?
Wendy's was too. That Wendy's was you know where that was? On Metropolitan. It was on the corner. No, was it Metropolitan? No, it was the corner of Queens Boulevard and Hillside Ave in Richmond Hill. It was a
Oh, it's still
Wendy's right
there.
there,
Oh, no.
and then there was a KFC right across the street on the same
No,
street.
the KFC was on Hillside on
It
Jamaica.
was
No,
on the
not
other
yeah,
side.
Hillside.
No, it was on the other side
It was
of
Hillside
Queens Boulevard.
on Queens
Yep,
Boulevard. The
was
Wendy's
right across the
is
street.
on Jamaica on
Mhm.
Hillside, right next to 88th Road.
You're right.
And then right
Yep,
across
yep.
the street
You're
is the
right.
McDonald's.
That
Right
McDonald's is
across the street
still
is the
there.
McDonald's. But you know why I know this? Because down on the right, that's where my mother-in-law lives.
You know that pretty well.
Yo, is the bowling alley still out there? Van Wyck Lanes that was right over by the train station.
I don't think
Remember
so.
Van Wyck Lanes?
Yeah, I mean, the no, the only one that I know that's still around is the one in Whitestone.
Oh, yeah. There used to be a bowling alley that was there for years. It was hood as
Here in
fuck too.
Queens. This is Queens, New
Hood as
York,
fuck. It was ratchet, so ratchet.
and I'm from the Bronx. Making
You
sure.
had it good,
East
Joe.
Tremont.
You had it really good.
Yeah, freaking living in Rockland
Yeah.
County.
I mean,
Privilege,
yeah,
What is it?
Rockland County.
privilege.
I mean, seriously, what was the highest crime in Rockland County besides like tax
Dude,
evasion?
Well,
I
yeah, the
walk
car radio
around
stolen.
my neighborhood, no crime at all. We went to the Palisades Mall. That was something to do. Growing up, Palisades Mall,
I think
playing.
I've been there
Oh, Pass
once.
Moore,
We
that
had
was
a
ghetto.
public pool. We used to go every summer, or even in the springtime when, like a day like today, where it hit 65 for the first time. That all the basketball courts would be taken. We'd just be sitting there waiting, pick up
Nice.
basketball. But yeah, we had a public
Dude,
pool and the mall.
I would give anything. Obviously, people don't. I don't think the viewers know, but I live in Florida. Joe and Vic are in Jersey, and I would give anything out here for a park with a handball court. I
No,
haven't played
yes.
handball since I was like 25,
So is
24,
pickleball
25.
is that taken over down in Florida? Like a lot of
Yeah, you see a lot of that shit. I
I've been
can't
noticing a
bring
lot
myself
around here too.
to like watch this. Well, I'm seeing like contests and all kinds of stuff. More and more pickleball.
Oh,
It
dude, like
didn't catch my
my
eye.
partner my partner lives like one of the, like those senior communities.
Hmm.
It's not really senior communities where he's at, but most of the
Larry.
age are yeah,
Yeah,
Larry. And they have pickleball contests with other communities. Dude, it's huge.
yeah, I know.
It's
It's
fun.
interesting.
It's fun. It's good exercise. Yeah.
But is you need another partner to go pickleball. It's
Yeah,
got to be 2-on-2 at all
Oh yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
but you could probably pick
Yeah,
like
like
if there's a court somewhere. There's usually always a bunch of guys that you can like get a pickup
Yeah.
game with someone. I see that like in a lot of the other community groups on Facebook for our city. There's always people like looking for pickup games.
yeah,
Doesn't call
yeah. I
my
mean,
doesn't call my attention.
No.
I
I
I
mean,
feel
it's
like it would
fun.
just make me feel older
Feel
than I
retired.
am. You know.
Dude, my wife wanted actually she wanted and I'll pick a ball like what do you call it?
The little racket.
Yeah, the little racket thing, and Jacob got it for her for
Oh
Christmas.
yeah.
So I was like, yeah, she wants to play. I'm like, hey, it's fun. People have fun with it. Like one of my investors, he goes in competitions,
Hmm.
and he's a much older gentleman. And you know what? Good for
Has your
them.
wife been
You
busting
know,
your balls trying to tell you I need a partner to play pickleball with?
we haven't done it yet. Like, play pickleball,
Couples pickleball.
Yeah.
pickleball. No, but she recently purchased a bike, and she got like this little thing for $1 our dog, so she could drive around with $1 the dog. I whatever. So eventually, I'll buy myself a new bike. But no, she hasn't harassed me yet. Soon she will.
Oh,
I'm assuming I will definitely get. Hey, let's play some
You know
pickleball.
what I did like after I stopped playing handball was I got into racquetball.
Okay.
Because I used to I was a manager at LA Fitness Sports Club back in New York, and they had racquetball courts, and it was always a really good game. I mean, it's very similar to playing handball, other than you're just using a fucking racket, but really good game.
Hmm.
I didn't realize how fast that game moves,
Yeah.
and it's really good. It's a workout. You're gonna be sore, but definitely a fun time. And we just don't have racquetball courts anywhere with racquetball courts out here to play.
No.
Nah, because I would definitely go.
No. Well.
Vicky,
All
what are you
right.
working
So
on?
let's.
You're on ice right now.
Yes, I'm on ice right now.
I
It's
don't,
actually really really smooth on
yeah,
ice. It's pretty. You don't have that little harsh feeling.
yeah, it tones it down.
It won't come up. It's very very very
All right,
actually pretty damn good.
so
Very impressed
oh,
with it.
I was already set with another glass.
this is my glass with my ice. So let's see what we got going on here.
We come prepared.
Yeah,
We come prepared.
one take.
It's actually damn pretty good. All right, so the next conversation. All right, so I was trying to figure out what to discuss during our episode here. Obviously, the truth statement about friends and all that good shit. But my wife sent me this article. She actually sent me the video that I couldn't find it, but Gen Z was bitching about thumbs up, and then the whole thumbs up is the new
Oh
FU
God, don't get me
now.
started on that shit.
So while I was doing research with that, I found this research on this article, actually on Yahoo News. So the article, the headline is: "I'm so upset. This Gen Z worker went absolute viral for slamming the 9 to 5 workday. Complaints: it leaves no time for friends, dating, working out. But does she has a point? Does she has a point? 9 to 5. She realizing that being an adult is too much for her, and 9 to 5
I'm
doesn't leave
holding it
time for
back
her
Too
to
right
go
now,
much.
man.
shopping or hanging out or going to the gym. All right. But here it
Vic,
goes.
you're
She says, "I'm
frozen.
so upset." This was a video says, and complaining about her job. It's just 9 to 5 schedule. How do I have time? I'm frozen now.
Yeah, all right, you're good. You're good.
You're good now.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah.
I heard what you were saying though. It's all right. Low budget
Low
people.
budget,
Yeah.
that's all.
Yeah.
We're,
Nine to
we're
five.
working out the kinks, and for those of you with kinks, we'll work on them.
All right. So let me go.
You
Well,
know
yeah.
what?
So how you feel about that?
I tell you, these are the same people that will, and I hate to generalize it as these people, but this is the same era of human beings that will bitch and be angry at the fact that they don't have anything to show for in life at the same time
Mhm.
as they are complaining at the fact that they have to work. Like that's what you do. Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna live in your mother's basement your whole fucking life?
I think also they are so bored that they have nothing else to complain
Nothing else to
about.
argue about. Yeah,
Exactly. So why not
nothing
come
else to
up
argue
with an
about.
article? Oh, I hate the 9 to 5 work schedule. Let me complain about it because I have all the time on my hand.
9 to 5. You have all the fucking time in the world after 5 o'clock. Nothing happens after before that, anyways. Happy hour don't start until 5 o'clock. 4 in some places. You know, so like, what the fuck are you
Wait.
bitching about?
Besides me not being frozen right now, thank you very much for mentioning that because we are low budget. Thank you, Wagner. Asshole. But I love you though. All right.
Just keeping it real,
But there
people.
was a video. Let's keep it real. So there was a video, I think like a couple of years back, or maybe like 4 or 5 years back. At this time, but they was making fun of millennials,
Of what? Oh, millennials.
right?
Yeah.
Millennials.
I mean, yeah, I can't say shit, right? Booby traps. I'm from the Bronx. I don't say Oz. I say A's in my ending. If I know I'm talking about booby traps, have you heard of damn, what's that? Hey, you guys, what's that fucking movie?
Fuck, it's right on to my
Uh,
the Goonies.
the Goonies with the Chinese kid. I said booby traps. That was my nickname for my wife. um, she says, oh my gosh, he's like, she was late for the interview, and the guy complained. He's like, all right, but next time come, on time. And she's like, oh, but I feel so much pressure here to have an HR. And then he's looking at her and says, but you don't work here. And then I need to add some PTO time. I'm like, but you still don't work here.
That's great.
And guess what? You're not going to work here. I, I'm like, seriously, like these kids expect, like, I want to get up at 9 o'clock, go work out, go to work at 10 to 11 to 3, and expect a
A full
full pay
salary, a
salary.
full annual salary.
Also, what makes that people think that they can work on their own schedules, they see all these influencers on Instagram,
Oh
YouTube,
yeah.
flashing that they can work
Mhm.
on their own, work at home.
Mm-hmm.
I get shit
Mm-hmm.
delivered to me and all that. They expect to
Mm-hmm.
that when they go into an interview. Nope, honey. This is the real world.
You know what? One of the biggest requests is now on job interviews. Can I work
Mhm.
from home?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Can I
Yes.
work from home? Is it possible to work remote? It's like, dude, how? I mean,
COVID.
I work from home, so
I mean,
let's
I
not
mean,
shit on it. But
I own my business,
I work
and
from
I
home.
could work remotely whatever I want
Yeah,
to. Most of my employees are remote or hybrid, and I get that. But my next round of employees is going to be in house
on site.
because I have to train them.
Hmm.
They're on site, in house, on site, because they have to be trained. And it's something about building a culture and building trust and building uh, a work relationship with your coworkers than not seeing them. And also for the mental health, not everyone has the mentality to work from home. And a lot of people who fell for
Hmm.
working from home treat it as I could get up in my
Hmm.
In bed.
wearing my pajamas
Hmm.
in bed.
Hmm.
When during COVID, when I was working from home, I got up early in the morning, I shaved my head, I took a shower, I got dressed, fully dressed, walk 5 feet or 10 feet to my home library office, sit there, and I worked.
Yeah.
And then after work, I left. I go downstairs, eat whatever I eat, go back up. It was just a routine. A lot of people don't know how to build routine, especially if you're not disciplined to do so.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. It definitely takes a certain type of work ethic and discipline to be able to work from home productively.
I agree.
I mean, Vic, you know, I've been working from home when I had my first knee
A lot of
surgery,
years.
2017.
2017, yeah, towards the late 2017,
Yeah.
2018. Yeah.
So for the viewers,
Yeah, 20, yeah.
I used to work with Victor several years back. We worked together for a while, and yeah, I mean that was my first experience with remote work. But I was productive as fuck. You know, it was 2 in the morning, and I was working because I had nothing else to do. I mean, I was recovering from knee surgery, and if I couldn't sleep, it was just like, oh, we got stuff to do. All right, I'll put in a little time.
I remember you had so much
Bored
time. You was on the customer service phone with
with
Clear
clear.
at it over at India at 2 in the morning about some glitch in the API. And mind you, Wagner is not technology
Savvy at all. No.
I am the least
savvy by no
technologically
means.
savvy person that you'll ever meet.
And
I'm the first one to
he emails.
I'm the first one to call any kind of IT and be like, "Can you connect to my computer remotely and just take over?" No, it's not gonna happen because I'm not good with settings. I'm not good with any of that bullshit. I'm showing my age, people. But yeah, I mean, it definitely takes a certain level of discipline and work ethic to be able to work from home and be productive. I mean, thankfully, I've been doing it since 2017. It's 2024 now, and I've always been productive. Oh, I got nothing to do. I had knee replacement. When I had my knee replaced, same thing. I had my knee replaced on the day after my 40th birthday. I should have taken 3 weeks off. I was at my computer 2 days later. I mean, you're not going to see that in today's kids. Today's kids
No,
don't have that
I mean
discipline.
maybe
They're going to take those
not.
3 weeks off and sit on their ass and expect to get paid.
Yeah, yeah,
They'll be the first ones to be like, "Yeah, I need to
but
file temporary disability."
Yep. Trying to get a little extra cash too on that.
Get all that shit.
I need my disability checks. Where are my disability checks? I need my SSI.
What's left of it?
What's left of it? Okay, but okay. But before we continue on, one last thing. So, this is hilarious. Do you know that these same generation? I'm sorry, we're shitting on Gen Z. If you do listen to our podcast, please like and subscribe, and just make fun of us. Totally, we suck. It's okay. Whatever subject
If
you
you don't
want us to
like it,
talk about
keep
next.
watching and just shit on us in the comments.
There you
But
go.
just watch.
Yeah,
Just keep
yeah,
watching.
yeah.
Watch every episode and
It'll
shit
be
on everything
great.
that we just comment and we need the views, people. We need the views. I'm trying to
Yeah.
monetize here.
So they are bringing their parents into the interview room.
No way.
What?
Yes, please
Are they
Google
holding
it.
their hand too? Walking in?
Yes, they are
No.
going into the interview with their parents.
And saying what I vouch for my son.
Yeah, wow.
I don't know.
No.
Even the
You're full of
parents even
shit.
accepting that to go into the interview with their child.
Yeah.
What
Imagine me telling my dad, who can barely
Well,
speak any English,
first
"Hey,
thing,
Pa, I'm going on this interview. I need you to, I need you to come with
hold
me.
my
Put on
hand.
your best suit. Put on your suit. We're going to talk to these people."
wait, hold on. Here we go. This story is created quite a buzz on social media. In print, the cable news channel, a survey of 800 employers by the something group located, I say, stated that 1 in 5 Gen Z job seekers took their parents with them for the interview.
And they sat in the room.
I I and there's YouTube videos of it too.
That's something else.
I'm dumbfounded. I got nothing. I got nothing.
Like and subscribe, Gen Z.
Well, dude, could you imagine that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine that shit? Hey, Pop, put on your suit. I got this job interview. I need you to come in. My dad don't speak no English. What's he gonna say? Mi hijo puede hacer trabajo. The fuck is he gonna say?
It's also reported on the Post, the Business Insider, of course Reddit, and some other news networks.
This has to be a rag.
No, it's not. It's not. And I don't know. I I have no words to say.
All right, you know
But
what, Vic?
go
You're the
ahead.
perfect one because you what you're a business owner. If Joey walked into your office on interview day and said, "Hi, how are you? My name is Joe Casanovas. This is my father. I'm here for my interview." What's your reaction to that? What do you do with that?
First, I'll be polite. I'll be polite, and then when Joey leaves the room, I will call Alex and I will call my assistant and said, "What the fuck did you bring to my office?"
That would be a whole story.
Yo,
I have no words for that.
dude, I can't. Let's get on with this shit because there's just
That's the
All right.
decline of
not
society
right.
right there.
happening.
That is the end of my
That is-
segment,
that
but we
is-
have Joey's segment. Joey's segment is Joey's crappy picks, which I'm gonna pip up the picture here, and I hope I share correctly as I try to speak correctly. All right.
Which one we going
So
first?
here we do now. No, don't worry about it. It's a surprise. All right. The first one is the Las Vegas story.
Oh,
All right. So there you go. Can you guys see that right
Yeah,
there?
I got you.
All right, Wagner. Can you share the headlines on that, please?
Las Vegas hotel guest bit in balls by eight-legged parasite. And folks, this is not a spider. This is a scorpion. This is a scorpion. I say that
This
again,
is
a scorpion. Somebody got
in the
stung in the
balls.
balls by a fucking scorpion.
yes. This was what Joey's assignment was to bring shitty, crazy headlines, and this is
And
what he
he
gave us.
produced.
And some degenerate went to Vegas, spent all his money, came back 8 in the morning, went under the sheets, got bit in the balls by a scorpion. What a way
Well,
to
that's
go
losing
out.
twice. So he lost twice.
I I mean I have no idea what to say with that. But imagine trying to explain to your wife, yeah, I lost the rent, um, lost the car, and somehow you have to shake your ass in the pole behind me, and I got bit in the balls.
Now you know that if you come back from Vegas and your nuts are swollen like that, there's no way that your wife is
Yeah, there's
ever gonna
something
believe
to
a story like that. Your wife will never believe that
unless
you got stung in the balls
unless
by a scorpion. She's gonna say you were
Where's
at
the
some
medic
fucking
report?
brothel, you were at a brothel or whatever, you know, with some lady of the evening, and you got some shit. There's no woman in the world that's gonna believe that story. You went to Vegas, you gambled, you lost all your fucking money, and then you got stung in the balls by a scorpion.
Yeah,
yep.
that's too.
All right, so
Can't believe that.
Now, just for the
I mean, unless
just for shits, what exactly is the reaction to a scorpion sting physically? Like, do they
physically
swell?
it's
Is it?
poisonous.
It's yeah,
And
but is it like what's the reaction that the body has to to scorpion sting, to scorpion venom?
I've never got stung by a scorpion, but
Is it like, getting stung by, a bee, and you get some swelling and some heat? Is it like, a snake bite and you have all kinds of other fucking shit going on? Does it depend on the type of scorpion? The bigger ones are less harmful, where the smaller ones are the ones you really need to worry about. Let's get
Hold
into
on,
this here.
I'm doing my research.
Let's get into this.
I'm doing my research here. I'm doing my research here. I'm
Reactions
afraid to Google
to
this.
scorpion stings.
I I I I'm not pulling balls though.
Let's
Okay,
see here.
sting may
Come on,
cause
Google.
redness and swelling along with burning or stinging sensation.
I got trouble swallowing,
Yeah, it says redness and swelling.
trouble breathing, blurry
Okay.
eyesight, revolve. What is it? Roving or jerky eye movements, slurred speech, muscle twitching. So basically, every reaction that you would have if you were like on a bender.
that would scar my brain seeing a scorpion stinging you in
So
the
like,
balls. Like the image in my head. I
uh,
look down, there's a scorpion
all
hooked
right.
on my nuts.
just dangling,
Yeah.
dangling. Hopefully, he ain't get you with the pincers.
Yeah, that could be bad.
Hopefully not.
What else we
All
got
right,
here,
next
Joey? What
story.
else did you
Joey's.
give us, Joe?
Pulling it
Hold
up.
on. Let me. Yeah, I'm joining up right now. Give me a second. I'm trying to get that up and running now. Oh, fortunately, another Gen Z. I think he's Gen
Yeah,
Z. I'm not
yeah,
100%
these
We're
kids
sure.
are
batting a
college
thousand
kids.
with the Gen Z today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a college. He might be. All right, let's get to that screen right now. Here you go. Boom. Go ahead,
There you
Joey.
go. So a few
Do
weeks
you?
ago, the NFL Combine happens where all college athletes who want to go get drafted by the NFL teams, they get invited by the Combine. They show off their skills, whether it's um, their running, their agility, their height jump, all that. And they interview each player as well. They want to get to know the player because, of course, GMs, vice presidents, owners of the teams are there. They want to know who they're drafting at the end of the day. So I guess one of the interviewers asked about something about space with this NFL prospect, and he said he doesn't believe in space or other planets. This sounds like another flat earther, Kyrie Irving, that just they don't believe in anything other outside the Earth.
All right. All right. I just want to interrupt here for a second. I'm going to stop sharing this screen. All right. Why I'm
Here we
upset
go.
with
Here we go.
why I'm
Victor's
upset
rant.
with this.
Victor's rant.
All right, this kid is getting a free ride, not paying no freaking tuition, has a freaking teacher's assistant do his homework, and some poor kid is paying full price for some dumb motherfucker who don't believe in science. And this he's not a motherfucker. I do apologize, but this cat is going to graduate will have no knowledge of science.
Pretty much. He'll go into the NFL thinking there's no space, it's a flat earth, and he'll and even if he doesn't make it, he's still going to take that on his next job interview. He might bring in mom and dad to his job interview.
Yeah, probably big
He was
mom
like,
and dad.
he went and
Again,
said,
he's not an
I don't
MFer.
believe, I don't
Hold
believe
on.
in outer space. There's nothing out there. If there was anything
Okay.
out there, they wouldn't call it space. They'd call it stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Again, I want to apologize. He's not an MFer. I just got my blood boil. It just mind boggles me that you in Texas Tech,
great school.
a good
It's a
school,
good school.
great school,
Yep.
very expensive.
And you've got the intelligence of a fucking tennis ball. Dumb fuck.
This world is gonna end horribly. But how's the drink with the ice?
Almost gone. I'm gonna refill.
That's pretty smooth, right?
Yeah, it goes down so easy with ice. So for me, it's definitely with ice.
Yes.
Definitely with
Same
ice.
here.
It's better. It's
Something about
much
the
easier.
water. It's smooth.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
I'm
All right, Wagner.
let's
This
go
is
see
your show right now.
what do we got?
We got Wagner's food for the day. I'm gonna also share a tab with audio. Yes. I'm trying
I'm
to
gonna
figure
try
this
audio
whole thing
again.
out.
Low budget podcast.
I'm
Please
try
be
audio.
patient.
Low budget podcast. All right.
Work with us, people. Be patient.
There you go. Be patient. There
All
you
right.
go. Wags for the food of the day. There you go.
All
Look
I
at
see
that.
is your
So
desktop.
There you go. I see a play symbol.
All right.
Let's see. Here we go. Hit play. We'll watch, and then I'll give you the take of what you're watching.
As it's trying to spin.
Whenever Victor's computer decides to buffer. Can I get a little bandwidth here, Victor?
There you go. Tell us about your little
All right,
steak
guys. So what you don't really see or get out of this video is one, the sound that you can enjoy vibes to.
They might hear it. They might
They
hear
may
it in
not.
the other side of the
All
editing.
right. On your
They
side,
might,
you
they
may
might
hear it,
not.
you may not. That's the surprise.
You might hear it,
You
but you
may
keep
not.
on saying shit. I could edit it. Stop fucking with me. You get me sweating.
All right. So
Lord Jesus, Wagner.
So,
Go
in
ahead.
my opinion, this is the best way to actually enjoy a ribeye steak. All right. What you saw there is a ribeye steak separated. There is, Vic, can you pull up a picture of a ribeye steak so I can give a little bit of a play by play on what we did there or what I did there? The ribeye is a nice cut. It's probably one of the best cuts of any kind of steak that you would have. It's got a lot of fat on it. It's got good texture. It's very flavorful, but it has the cap and then it has the eye. And what I did there was I separated the first steak that you see there is the spinalis. That's the cap. That's the top part. So if you separate that from the eye and you truss it in almost like a pinwheel, and if you grill that, that's got a nice layer of fat within it. That has so much flavor in it. Keep it simple. I sous vide that. What are you pulling up here? All right. So you see that second picture that you got?
Yep.
All right. You see that thick marbling right here at the top? Yeah. So from there all the way to the bottom of that, you're going to just follow that fat line all the way down. If you separate that and you truss it into a pinwheel and tie it off and you sous vide it, which is what I did on both cuts, you have two different cuts of meat there. You have the spinalis and you have the eye of the ribeye. So I trussed the spinalis and I kept the eye just by itself. I sous vide both of them at 126 degrees for an hour and a half. And then I finished them on the grill over charcoal. The textures are totally different and it's fucking amazing. And now steakhouses are actually doing this thing where you can have just the spinalis of a ribeye and they're charging you big money for it. Insane. The flavor on both, excellent. In my opinion, sous vide is probably the best way that you can have a steak, any kind of steak. You can do it with a ribeye, it could be a New York, it could be, a skirt, any kind of steak. What you're gonna do is sous vide it for an hour or two, depends on how thick your steak is. Take it out, dry it off, and then you're gonna sear it over charcoal at just a quick sear. It's already been cooked. You're just going to get that nice hard char on the outside. And then when you cut into it, it's going to stay red.
Mm.
Amazing. A lot of steakhouses, that's how they, for consistency purposes, steakhouses will typically sous vide their steaks and then finish them over a grill, whether it's the salamander or it's over coals or if it's on a flat top. It's amazing.
All right.
I won't have a ribeye any other way from now on. I did it for myself to see how it came out. I just figured, all right, let me, I got a ribeye in the deep freezer. Let me fuck around with it. And that's what I do. I play around with foods in my off time and see how it comes out. And I had seen this in a lot of steakhouses and I saw that there was a buzz with this and dude, blew me away. I'll never have a ribeye any other way anymore. It's cool because you're technically having two steaks, so it's very much like having like a porterhouse where you have the filet and the New York. So same thing. Awesome fucking steak.
All right. All right. Our last thing for the day, because I gotta wrap this up. I'm gonna try again. All right, but it should be working. Hold on, let me see something here. Awesome. There you go. Share the audio. Let me see what's popping. All right. I feel like old men trying to figure out life.
Oh, there we go. We got audio. Oh, there we go.
Hold on,
We got
it's
audio.
lagging. There we go. What do we got? Hold on, it's lagging. There we go. What do we got here?
There is the audio. You guys hear the audio?
There's some audio, but it's like frozen. There's
Yep.
some audio, but it's like frozen.
You were just an asshole. You're just a complete asshole. That's all you are. Because you know what? Because there's gonna be delay when you hear it, when they hear it. You just gotta go with the
Ah,
flow. Go like the flow.
ah.
Like your wife went the flow. She's like, oh, you turned her on and actually, got her going on. Same thing. She's gotta fake it.
I never heard that. I never heard that.
Now I know what to do as we learn how to go things.
So this clip is a little bit. It kind of hits home for us for a couple reasons. One, I've had my car towed and booted numerous times when I was young and living in New York. Uh, People, pay your parking tickets. The end result really sucks. I'll say that from experience. All right. Nothing sucks more than getting ready to go to work. It's early as fuck. You're already in a shitty mood, and getting to your fucking car and seeing that there's a boot on it. And knowing that one, now you got to call your boss and tell his ass, hey, I got a boot on my car. I'm going to be late. Or, God forbid, they just tow you shit. But this particular clip hits a little bit closer to home because that clip, boys, if you noticed, that was
The famous
right
stickies.
by Stickies. You guys saw Stickies, right? So for the
I-
viewers, Stickies was a restaurant, fast food takeout place that was down the block from the office that Victor, Joe, and I used to work at together a couple years back
Down
when I was
Sixth Ave.
still
That's
when we
Sixth
were
Ave.
at Sixth Avenue when I was
On
still living in New
Lexington.
York, right on Lexington.
Yeah.
That
Right on Lex.
that
Right.
was right around the corner from our office. So it just speaks to the level of go fuck yourself that the average New Yorker has to to the idea of owing parking tickets. Nothing says go fuck yourself like that.
No, because New York City goes crazy with parking tickets. All right,
Well, they have to. They're
because like
broke.
What
this
else
is
they gotta do?
yeah, okay, all
They're
right,
broke right now.
but let me explain. This is the reason why when I lived in New York, I purposely picked neighborhoods that did not have the alternate side parking. If people don't know who's not from the New York area or the New York City area, there will be days in the week that you cannot park on the street between like 8 a.m. to like 3 p.m. because they're doing street cleaning. Right? What they're doing is just putting dirt around.
If you
And if you leave your car there, you get so many tickets.
if you live in New
And it's
York, you need a
constant.
degree in sign reading because
Oh
it's a
yes, especially
fucking
New York City,
nightmare,
especially
Yeah.
Manhattan.
especially man. Because it's always like between the hours of this and this, but not on days X and this for whatever. It's impossible to understand where the fuck it is. You come down your fucking car, and your car's gone.
Yeah, that's it.
It
That's it.
sucks.
Because in the city, when we say the city,
We're
we're talking
Manhattan.
about
Yeah.
The five
Manhattan.
boroughs.
Yeah, that's the city. Bronx is the Bronx. Queens is
And their
Yeah.
own
Queens.
little.
You have to mention the sub city in Queens. Brooklyn is Brooklyn. Staten Island, no one gives a
Hey.
shit,
Yeah.
right? Staten Island. When God
Staten
took a
Island.
shit, it created it.
It,
Jersey don't want it. New
if,
York forgets about it.
if they were gonna
There's
give,
Sorry,
one way
guys.
if
in
they
and one
were,
way out of Staten Island. It's horrible.
if they were gonna give the U.S. an enema, they would stick the hose right in Staten Island.
Staten Island. When we say the city, we're talking about Manhattan. First of all, in the city, Manhattan, they will give you a parking ticket. They will tow your car. I have my car towed that I made it to the pound before my car did.
That shit was on a flatbed.
Dude, literally, I just went 5 minutes, ATM, come out, my car was gone. It cost me $45 to go to the west side because of all the traffic just to get there. An additional $150 to take my car out. Then an additional $150 fee plus the parking ticket.
Don't forget the $2.50 fee that it cost your ass at that ATM
Yeah.
to get that $45.
Yeah.
The initial
And that was like
$45.
that was about Oh my god, like 15 years ago.
So, so I
Just
was
park your car in the parking lot.
I was
Spend the $60.
so when I used to live in New York and I was in college, I was notorious for not giving a fuck, and I would just park anywhere. All right, and I racked up parking tickets left and right. And because you would think that because I just didn't give a fuck, and maybe the fact that I didn't really have the most stable of jobs, that I'd be a little bit more careful with where I park. No, I didn't give a shit. Whatever. Same mentality. I'll be in and out in 2 minutes, and when I would come back, ticket. Damn. All right. Ticket. Damn. All right. I'll pay it eventually. Eventually never came because I didn't have fucking money. So now I'm just racking up tickets and tickets and tickets. And it's like, all right, cool. Well, what am I gonna do? I don't have. And you get that letter in the mail that gives you the rundown of how many tickets you
Oh yeah,
got,
yeah.
and here's that library list of like 15 fucking tickets. Ticket price, surge price, late fee price.
Dude. Let me tell you something. One of the queens, I will once a week log into the New York City fine
The
website, whatever it is.
Department of
Put my
yeah.
license plate just to see if I have any outstanding tickets. Because these cats would just get tickets like they're giving free candy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dude, I can't tell you how many times I think I got my hold on, give me a second. Viewers, hang tight.
He's counting away.
I've had my car towed and or booted about 4 times when I was a kid. And it was the worst
Never,
feeling in the
never got
world,
told
dude.
once.
To fucking come out because and we lived on the border of Nassau and Queens, where we live in Floral Park. So here I am in, it's like white picket fences and whatever the fuck, my neighbors, and it's embarrassing too because there's this giant yellow boot on your car, and the neighbors know what the fuck's going on. Like it's
Hmm.
you can't hide that shit.
No. The best part when you have cats taking like a light hammer and a chisel or a screwdriver trying to take the whole boot off, and you hear it clang clang
Clank,
clang
clank,
clang.
clank. Dude, yeah. And the other thing too is because I lived at home at that time, then I had to hear it from my fucking parents. Because who the fuck's gonna give me the money to get my car back? Mom and dad. Because I wasn't working or 'cause I was in school, so I was broke. So it's just like, if I got my car towed, Ma, can you spot me $1,500 to pay these parking tickets to get my car back?
I would have
Dude,
beat your ass
it's
if it was my son.
the worst feeling ever, the worst. And and then for years, I would get the question from my fucking dad: "You got any parking tickets right now? You got any? No, pop, I'm good." 2 weeks later, car towed, car towed. Dude, to this day, my father and my mother rag on me
He's
about getting my car towed so many times for fucking unpaid parking tickets.
All right.
Fucking sucked.
Yeah. There you go. That's the end of the show. We fucking suck.
We suck.
But now
It
I got
doesn't
the
get more
sound going.
degenerate than that. Getting your
There
car
you go.
towed for unpaid parking tickets.
Well, hopefully I could edit some of this crap and post it up. But if I don't, well, at least you get the full version how we suck. I mean, it's fun with it how we suck
Guys,
because I hear other show. Hold on. I hear other shows. You know, name brand guys. Well known cats.
guys
And
with
you know what?
editing teams,
getting
Editing
paid for
teams,
it
but they
too.
suck like us, and they get
sponsors,
paid for it.
sponsors.
But and sponsors, I could sponsor you guys. BHB funding your business financial needs. Go to bhbfunding.com. If you need money, you've been in business for 2 years and make $20,000 a month in sales, put in an
But
application.
first, like and subscribe.
Get money quick.
But like
But
first,
first, like
hit
and
the
subscribe.
smash the
Like and
like,
subscribe.
smash the like, hit the
Like and
subscribes.
subscribe. and share. Again, we're on YouTube, YouTube Music, Spotify, Amazon, Listener Note, Podcastle, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, now is known as X. All of that will be on our page. Search us, send stuff out. Wagner's gonna post some more good stuff on our social sites. Lately, he hasn't because he's been lazy,
You've been
but it's
busy,
okay. I love you.
dude.
You've been busy.
Dude, it's EOM. We're in the same industry. You know what's up.
I know what's up. I've been busy too. Last time I was editing, it's like freaking 2 in the morning, and I got yelled at.
And guess who
Tell us
heard
that
that too?
story. Tell that story.
Tell you that story?
Tell that story. Tell who got that phone call.
I did,
Oh,
and then
and then
I
Joey
think.
got the text,
Yeah, I
right?
got the text. I heard that too.
Oh, she
Oh
texted
yeah.
you.
So for our viewers, after our first episode, Victor decided that he was going to do on the spot editing to churn out
Yes.
our first episode for you guys.
Mhm.
As a result, Victor ended up staying in the office doing the editing work for our first episode, and he didn't get home till about 3 in the morning.
Yep.
Victor came home to a very angry wife. A very angry wife.
And not one
Joey
podcaster,
ended
Very
two
angry wife.
podcasters on this podcast heard this.
Joey ended up getting a text message, a series of text messages, angry text messages. Joey, what were those text messages like?
It's something off air.
No, you should have it on your thing because you don't delete your shit. I have no idea what she wrote into you. Well, oh, you know what? Did I delete the conversation? I think I have it. Hold on, let me scroll up in here. Get you guys talk. Oh, you know what? I shared those screens to you guys, right?
Yeah, we did. They
Damn
should be
it.
under the
I
images.
did.
I didn't know this, but apparently my wife messaged Victor when I came up north for your wedding, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, we did speak about that too.
Do we?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, she. I messaged Victor myself. Made sure that you were all right. I was like, why?
Okay, here we go. She said, "Let it be the last time you come home late." And I said, "I was not able to sleep." And go, "Oh, you love me. Don't make me call your hoes and curse them out." And then says, "I'm going to share this note with the guys." Laughter out loud. Good. I'll fuck them up too. And I don't give a damn. Share that. Share that one too. and and then there's a meme I think Joey posted of a lady with like one of those police sticks beating a man,
Taking a beating.
and that's pretty much it.
You know what? I'm glad that after all
uh,
these years, I'm still on her good side. Hours.
hey, there you go. Don't cut them out. Don't worry about it. Hey, somehow the internet went out. Maybe it's telling us that we have to finish out, but I couldn't share the video earlier with the sound, but I'm going to share with the video sound now because I know how to do it. And we end with that note. Just give me a second. Give me a second. There it goes. A little button here. This, you can't make this shit up. This is funny. This is why we do this shit, right? I love you
You
guys.
gotta hit play. You gotta hit play.
I'm hitting play. Oh, right now.
Dicen que los
No
amigos
audio.
son como los condones.
I
No
hear it.
audio.
Te protegen cuando más dura se pone la cosa.
No audio? This is horrible. There you go. No audio again?
I heard it.
And it hit audio. You heard it?
I heard it.
Yeah, it was delayed, but
Oh,
it is what
okay.
it is.
Yeah, you gotta say stop the audio, man. It's gonna be delayed. It's a work in progress. All right. You can't say no audio as recording. As we're recording this, people's gonna see this. So, all right.
Guys, so did you guys buy QNT yet?
No,
You guys didn't buy Quant?
no.
Dude, we had a
Yeah,
pump
Michael.
today. We pumped to 135.
That being said, let's end the show. Thank you for joining our podcast. A shit show with so many choppiness and these guys with delays not hearing the audio because they can't keep their mouth shut for 5 seconds.
It's a podcast in the
Bunch of
raw.
degenerates. They podcast are raw. Next time I'm gonna go out there and beat your ass with a freaking chancleta and call your mama. But that being said, thank you for joining our podcast. Thank you for tuning in and listening to the shit show. Again, subscribe,
Like
subscribe,
and
and
subscribe.
like.
Like,
Like
subscribe,
and
hit the
subscribe. Hit
comments
the button.
down in the like.
Yep. Leave
Like,
comments.
subscribe,
Please.
comment, give us everything you want.
I'm dyslexic. I'm gonna mix things around.
On that
All right,
note,
with
we
that
out.
said, we out.
Yeah.